Hi and welcome to Dr. Mix. On this video we have something very special for you, something I have to say a little bit unusual. This is the Balkan Ethnic Orchestra from Strezov Sampling. So Balkan Ethnic Orchestra is a brand new library for Kontakt that focuses on Balkan ethnic instruments. Personally, I haven't seen any other sample library that can do this, and Balkan music has a very rich music culture. The great thing about this library is that even if you're not looking for specific Balkan sounds, the sounds that it includes is a great addition to your arsenal if you're a film composer or you're writing music for TV adverts, for video games, because the sounds are so special. Stick around because we might have a treat for you at the end of this video for the Dr. Mix fam. Let's get straight into the sounds. When you load it up in Kontakt, you will see that you have 5 categories of sounds. So band, choir, ethnic, pads, and percussion. Let's start with band. As you can see, this is basically like a very traditional Balkan orchestra with, the brass, with your guitars, your euphoniums, and so on and so forth. Let's try a few sounds. Let's try the trumpet legato and see how this sounds. Well, I guess this is one of these trumpet sounds that you will never find in another sample library, just because it has these amazing grace notes, these embellishments that are very typical in this tradition of Balkan music. So, as you can see, what I really like about this is that I can just play and the sound speaks for itself. I don't have to use like multiple controllers. I can just play. And I get this instant kind of very iconic sound. Let's try the Gypsy trumpet. Now let's go for something else. Let's go for trombone. This is trombone 2, and let's see how it sounds. As you can see, I can control the expression, the dynamics with the mod wheel right here. So it's multi-sampled. But you can see that I have 2 key switches right here. So this is my sustains, and when I go here, I have a very interesting layout. I have my staccato notes right there that are velocity sensitive, and then I have my grace notes on the right side of the keyboard. So very cool. I think the same happens with trombone 1. Let's see what the difference is. Again, very different character, trombone 1. Let's try the staccato. It's a bit milder. As you can see, it has this very distinct color. Let's try something else. Let's try the accordion. Let's try this green area. Okay. That's cool. Let's try the kiss switch on this one and see what happens. Ah, now we have some staccatos. And as you can see, I still have those grace notes right there. Very nice touch. Now let's load up the Gypsy guitar. So as you can see, there are 4 layers right here, and guess you can play with these notes, and then you have dynamic as well, very nice. Then you have your minor chords right here, and then I think you have diminished chords there. So basically the typical chords that you will find in Balkan music. That's very nice. Let's try the double bass. Again. Then you have your grace notes there. So let me take this occasion to talk about some things on the interface. Here you can select your microphone levels. So for example, your closed microphones and your whole microphones. So if I remove this, I get the nice closed mic signal, which is more direct. And of course, it's more dry, where the whole, it's very, spacious, lots of reverberation there. So let's go and try the flugelhorn. So as you can see, we have lots of pre-recorded phrases, but of course we can still play this. Now if I go to the second key switch, very, very cool. Great, now let's move on to our ethnic library. So as you can see, we have quite a few instruments. I'm gonna play a few of them so you can get a taste of how it sounds like. Let's try the duduk alto. Beautiful, beautiful sound. Let's try the bass one. That's a great sound, such expression. I mean, you see what I mean? Even if you're not going to do Balkan music per se, you can use this for, orchestral music, for like an ethnic element, or, for film music. This is going to be amazing. It will make you stand out. Your music will stand out for sure with this one. Let's try the Goldulka. These are some of those sounds that you go like, what sound is this? I've never heard this before in my life. Let's see what goes on down there. Nice. That's pretty awesome. And as you can see, there are quite a few different articulations for every sound. Alright, now let's try the gaida. This is a kind of a bagpipe. Cool, let's move on to the Gypsy clarinet. There's a very specific way that, the Gypsy people in the Balkan area, the Romas, they play the clarinet in a very distinct, a very passionate way. Again, this is not your average clarinet that you'll find in orchestral libraries elsewhere, so check it out. So playable, so cool. Let's try the Gypsy romantic violin. Whew. Let's try the Gypsy violin. Again, very specific techniques when it comes to playing. And I guess we have some phrases down here. They can give you an idea of what scales they play, how they articulate all the notes. Let's go to the Gypsy voice now. Again, we have some phrases right here. Alright, now let's try the caval. First of all, we have some phrases here. And of course, you have the playable range. Now let's try the tambura. And we have articulations right here, so we have some tremolos. And some staccatos. Now let's move on to the choir section. The choir section is very interesting. You have a very distinct voice character. These singers sound really good. So we have a legato patch. And you can also hear those kind of articulations. Very good legato, I really like this. Let's try the E legato. And we also have a word builder right there. So right now we just have one syllable, but I can start adding more syllables. For example, let's say I want to go and add this one, then this guy, and maybe this one. Let's see how it sounds. So again, very expressive. I have my dynamics right here in the mod wheel, and I can build my phrases. The great thing is, like with the Rodope choir, which we're going to show you as well in another video, is that you also have some quick words browser if you want to sound a little bit more authentic. So you can go and add a word like this, click on that, and then you have... So it creates a word instead of just one single syllable. That's very useful. Alright, now let's try the percussion. This is really powerful. Check it out. So whistles, very, very nice touches like that. So claps, stomps. And they're nicely labeled with colors so you can tell which zone you're at any given moment. Very, very cool. Last but not least, we have a pads category. It's more of a sound design, kind of ambient landscapes. It's really, really nice. Let me play a few of them for you. And I really like that they evolve. So let's try another one. What about this one? Okay, that's impressive. Let's try a few more notes. Oh yeah, that goes straight into my favorites lists. That's amazing. And the last one, Whispers from Space. Well, I have to say I cannot argue with this. This is like a Balkan ethnic library and it has these amazing pads. Kudos to Strezov Sampling. That's very cool, guys. So there you go, guys. That was a little taste of the Balkan Ethnic Orchestra from Strezov Sampling. In actual fact, we have a special discount code from the cool guys at Strezov Sampling exclusively for our Dr. Mix subscribers. You can find the discount code down in the description, and there's also a very cool freebie that you can download from strezovsampling.com. Again, link in the description down below. As always, if you like what you saw, like our video, subscribe, share it if you can, if you found it cool, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.